I do want to take a step back to things I have said already, and I want you to know that just reassessing what I've told you, like, Hannah, I don't take it lightly when I tell you that I love you. Let's say I am the last date, and let's say you have had sex. Throwing a crazy scenario at you. Let's say you've had sex with all these other relationships, all of them. I'm willing to do or work through anything. You're right, I don't have the right to ask you that, but to me, I just want to know what's going on because...
But you did.
You're right, because of the trust.
You did ask, and the words that you just used were you're willing to work through this. I'm a grown woman and can make my own decisions, and I'm not strapped to a man right now. Like...
See, I don't want to get into the being misconstrued and being misunderstood thing again, because it's happened a lot with me throughout this process.
No, it's what you said.
You're right, but to me, okay, like, just being real, like...
Yeah, be real.
I can understand a slip-up, but, like, with all of them, I mean, that's kind of where I was going with that. If, like, you were just like, you know what, I want to just have sex with everyone and see what it's like. And yeah, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna talk to you, but you know what, like, I'm out of here.
So what
but
would
if,
that...
if you had, like...
Honestly, like, what you're saying, the words that you're saying are just, like, really not okay. They're just not okay. And the closest thing that I've ever felt to love at first sight was probably with you. And our relationship from the beginning gave me so much hope, and then it was like all this kept happening. And honestly, like, you have already broken my heart through this, like, truly. And I've broken my own heart because I've allowed everything. And to ignore all the red flags for how I feel, to have this, and to have you say this about me and make me feel like you would look at me any differently and judge me, or make me feel like you would not think of me as a woman of faith like I am, and that we weren't on the same page. And it's like you're holding no. You're holding other people to a standard that you don't even live by. Maybe because you've abstained from sex, but there's a lot of things that you struggle with, and it's like because I might want to or have had sex, so that's like your X off. Well, like, I could have X'd you off so many times from being my husband, from things that I want out of a relationship, and that it's just sex for you, and that you're like, if you've had sex, then I'm going home. It's like, well, I want somebody who can get along with people, who doesn't have pride issues. Like, there's so many things that I don't want out of a husband that you've shown. And so it's like, oh my gosh, like, that's a big, like, you. That's what that is. It would just piss me off. He has said that he loves me, and then it's like, no, you don't, if it's so contingent on if I fit into what is morally acceptable for your wife to be. And it's like, you do. You don't own me. You don't get to decide what I can and can't do. I was like, oh my God, who are you again?